I'm about as real as they come.
All my beats tailored by Joe. House Digital.
Maserati Rick in Detroit, convertible bird in Miami. Graduated summa cum laude, strip club made a tsunami. Carlton Hines with the ball game, Grateful Edmonds with the snowflakes, Craig Pettis in the M-Town, Sal Magluta with the boat game, Falcone with the cocaine, like Freeway Ricky with the plug game, like Monster Cody in South Central, Larry Davis from close range.
When I initially moved, well, before I even moved here, to be honest with you, I didn't even know of a Berry Farms. And then when they called and said that I was eligible for housing, I was telling my brother, and he was like, wow, you're going to move to Berry Farms like it was such a bad place. He was like, what you want me to do, give you a gun or a burglar alarm? Maintenance, half of the time they don't have the supplies that they need. Half of the time they almost fix things like an alley mechanic, whereas though you got to keep coming back instead of doing what needs to be done and done the correct way. I think when they tore this property down before and then they rebuilt it, they should have took the consideration of not using all these cheap things that they use to make it seem like now it's nothing they can do but completely tear it down to restore it back again and push us out. That should have been done like years ago, and then if the proper maintenance and repairs and things were done after that, we wouldn't be probably at this point. It is an experience. It's a place where you can learn a whole lot and see a whole lot. And if they bring doctors and lawyers and the Coast Guards and people who work for Homeland Security that's making that money, they'll be fine with it and disregard those who are trying to get where those people are and better housing and better jobs. I think it's all just a big setup to get you out, because once you're gone, you're gone. You might not be able to fit the criteria, so at the end of the day, they're pretty much saying, forget this part of the human race. That's how I feel. Because of your financial situation will not fit the criteria, then no, they don't care anything about the people who lived here, right, or their children. I don't know if I'll be here or not, but I know that I'm in God's hands, so whatever's going to take place will take place. But again, I still wish that I, amongst several others, will be able to enjoy what's getting ready to come here in Berry Farms.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Your boy Popalot. We back. This mob tie shit. On our way back to DC. Southeast to be exact. All my niggas from the district. Y'all niggas get in the comment box. Let it be known. And we're about to cover probably the most nominated gangster. Niggas is in the comment box like, yo, you know, you need to do my man. Hey, you know, I asked you to do him. So shout out to everybody that's in the comment box mentioning the G's that they want to see profile. I'm trying to get to all of y'all. No bullshit. But we about to get into it with none other than Sheldon Watkins, better known as Little Pop, also known as Shorty Pop, notorious DC shooter, youngest nigga with the gun, wild boy, got fucking plenty names you can call him. Most people know him as the guy that introduced Alpo to Wayne Perry when Alpo first got down to DC to set up shop. But this nigga was a killer in his own right. This nigga was DC's most wanted fugitive at one point in time at the age of 17. So that tells you he's coming from Berry Farm. You guys seen the video at the beginning. Just tell you a little bit about the guys' backgrounds and their history. That's why I play some of those videos. One fact that a lot of people might not know about Shorty Pop is he was the lead singer, or the original lead singer, to a go-go band in DC. I want to say they called it Junkyard Band, if I'm not mistaken, but they were signed to Def Jam. He was the original lead singer. Russell Simmons signed him. I think he appears in Tougher Than Leather, the movie, for my old school heads. But I'm going to let y'all check it out yourself. It's your boy Popalot. We about to get into it with Shorty Pop.
I mean, some other cats, this young cat by the name of Pop, and this other cat's name, and the process of putting coke in that town, I wound up meeting some cats named Kirkbone.
Okay.
This fat kid named Kirkbone. Rafe, the kid Rayful, he was a well-known. He was like one of the biggest cats coming up out of D.C.
Okay.
He doing life now in prison, but I wound up meeting him, and when he went to jail, that's when I really, basically, almost like really took over the town. So I so things started getting kind of crazy for me. I was into, like my little man Pop, I was introduced to him by some other cats, and he was a young, wild 15-year-old kid coming out Southeast that was killing anything moving. And he just wanted to be up under somebody that was going to look out for him.
Okay.
So I wound up taking him up under my wing and looking out for him, and through him I wound up meeting another cat named Wayne Perry.
Okay.
Now this kid here, I mean, he had the town.
DC Police Chief Isaac Felwood Jr., in a news conference, identified a 17-year-old, unemployed district man yesterday as the city's most wanted fugitive, and asked for the public's help in locating him. But the fugitive's bail bondsman and his parents said that if police wanted him so badly, they should have walked down the street to the D.C. Superior Courthouse, where he had been all day Tuesday. Falwood said Sheldon Watkins, of the 2900 block of Knox Place SE, is wanted on murder charges in connection with 2 slayings in the district. Watkins has already been charged with murder and rape in Prince George's County, a spokeswoman with the state's attorney's office there said yesterday. Those charges are pending. District police was still seeking Watkins last night. At the end of a news conference on several police initiatives yesterday, Falwood held up Watkins's mugshot and requested that residents aid officers in finding him. This is the first time the department has identified a most wanted fugitive. Hours before the news conference, officers had visited Watkins's home in search of him, a police spokesman said. Watkins's mother, Gwendolyn Battle, said she told them that he had been in court the day before. If you're looking for a person and he's wanted on charges, why not do your homework, she said. After failing to find Watkins, police made him the latest entry in the department's so-called capture program, a 4-month-old Falwood initiative that offers to pay up to $10,000 for information leading to an arrest. 18 people listed in the capture program have turned themselves in, have been tracked down and arrested, or have been found to have been in jail on unrelated charges even as they were listed as fugitives. Lieutenant Reginald Smith, a police spokesman, said Watkins was not arrested during his court appearances Tuesday because the warrants for his arrest were issued late Tuesday, after his time in court. Ralph Weinstein, whose bonding company posted a $15,000 bond on behalf of Watkins in October for an unrelated case, confirmed that Watkins was in court Tuesday. Falwood said Watkins was being sought in the 1987 slaying of Tony Kenyon, 29, who was shot in the chest in the 3300 block of 14th Place SE. Watkins is also wanted in the slaying of Matthew N. Blake, who was killed December 6 during a shootout in the 3300 block of Camden Street SE, police said. Watkins was also charged in the district in October with assault with intent to kill Levin Hill on May 30, court records said. The shooting occurred in the 5800 block of Georgia Avenue NW. The Prince George's charges are in connection with the December 1988 slaying of Andre Smith at the Crystal Skate Rink on Branch Avenue. The details of the unrelated rape were unavailable. Montgomery County Police, with the help of D.C. Police and the FBI, yesterday arrested Sheldon Walker, a man identified by D.C. Police Chief Isaac Felwood Jr. on December 13 as the city's most wanted fugitive. Walker, 17, who also goes by the last name of Watkins, was arrested about 4 p.m. on Interstate 270 at Route 124, in the Gaithersburg area, said Ann Evans, a Montgomery County Police spokeswoman. He was in a car with 3 other people, including a sister, Yolanda Diane Walker, 18. Montgomery police, acting on a tip received by D.C. police, conducted surveillance at 2 Gaithersburg addresses and made the arrest shortly after Sheldon Walker left one of the addresses, Evans said. Sheldon Walker, of the 2900 block of Knox Place SE, is wanted on murder charges in connection with 2 slayings in the district. The 1987 slaying of Tony Kenyon, 29, who was shot in the chest in the 3300 block of 14th Place SE, and December 6 slaying of Matthew N. Blake, who was killed during a shootout in the 3300 block of Camden Street SE. Walker was charged in October with assault with intent to kill Levin Hill on May 30th. The Levin shooting occurred in the 5800 block of Georgia Avenue NW. A bench warrant had been issued charging Walker with failure to appear in another assault case, said Sergeant Joseph Gentile, a D.C. police spokesman. In addition, Walker has been charged with murder and rape in Prince George's County in connection with the December 1988 slaying of Andre Smith at the Crystal Skate Rink on Branch Avenue. Walker and his sister were both being held last night in Montgomery County Jail. He is being held pending extradition to the district on the various warrants, and Yolanda Walker, who is charged with harboring a fugitive, is being held on $10,000 bail, Evans said. Gentile said the arrests were the result of a joint investigation by the Repeat Offenders Projects of the D.C. and Montgomery County Police Departments and the FBI. The Walker case marked the first time that D.C. police officials have identified a most wanted fugitive.